What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another video. I want to take a minute here before we actually jump into the AWRCS footage just to give all my subscribers a shout out. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing and liking all the videos. It helps keep me going and creating more content for you. If you guys are brand new, be sure to subscribe, stick around, and check out the footage. Before we jump into this, as you guys know, I'm a motocross rider. I'm not very familiar with the woods, and I was told by a couple different sources, check out the woods race. It actually might help you out in motocross. If you don't know anything about it, it's longer. In motocross, you have about a mile and a half, ruts, turns, jumps, roller sections, stuff like that. You always start at a gate. With a woods loop, it's not so much a short track like that. It's going to be anywhere between like a 12 or 15 mile woods loop, and you're going to hit 3 or 4 laps. The one that I did is actually a timed course, so you race for 2 hours. They usually throw a white flag around an hour and a half, but you end up finishing in about 2 hours. So it's a long race. You're not sprinting the whole time like you would in a motocross track, and it's very tight. It's what you would call single track. So you're weaving in between trees. There's what you call bottlenecks, so guys getting jumbled up. And it can get hectic at times too, and there's logs and there's roots, and it's totally different than a motocross track. It's not groomed whatsoever. It's single track, it's rutted up. In other words, I had a lot of fun, and let's jump into the footage and I'll walk you guys through how it went. Yeah, so obviously you don't start at a gate, you start in rows. Just out in a big field, and they call you each row at a time. I ended up doing C class, or open C I think is what it was. There goes the start. I didn't try whatsoever. I actually attempted to let a bunch of people go. This part's not so bad. It's honestly kind of felt like a motocross track right here. A lot of chaos in the first corner. I ended up stalling it. I think I was in like 3rd. Had a little soft spot, didn't have the clutch pulled in. First race of the year. But honestly, guys, I didn't know what to expect during this. So this is going into the first wood section right here. I think this is about, I think it was a 12-mile loop, and they ended up shortening it to an 11-mile loop because it was so muddy that day. Yep, here's the bottlenecks I was talking about. Nowhere to go, everyone's jumbled up. Oh, you see those big black things on my bars? The buddy that I went with, his name's Steven. He, I guess those help keep mud off, so good thing I got the hand guards. I bought them probably 2 days before the race. Put the hand guards on, and what you do is you take those, I think either Moose or Chirby's, somebody makes those big black fins. Take those, you put those on your hand guards, and it keeps the mud off your hands and your hand guards. So your hands are dry, pretty much. And of course I got a big piece of mud on the, right on the GoPro in the first lap. So that kind of sucks, because this is like the fun part of the track. It was really tight, really muddy, and really rutted, so we can't see too much of it. But we'll fast forward through all this. Alright, so here I actually wiped the GoPro, it looks like. This is kind of after all the single track stuff, it opened up a little bit. I actually had a minute to do it. Taking my time down this hill. I wasn't being super competitive, but I kind of knew my limit and knew my skill level enough to get around some guys. And I was competitive enough, I'll say, to not get in other people's way. See, like this guy's flying through, I just kind of let him go. He found a shortcut, so I kind of double-taked, and then I ended up taking that shortcut too. Probably passed about 15 guys doing it. I was told if you see a shortcut, take it. Like, you're allowed, I think, 20 feet off the track or something like that. So I took it. I wasn't going to get caught up with those guys. section was open. It was kind of flowy. It was kind of fun going through there. You'll see some of the trailers and stuff up in the field where people park, and if like pit spots if they need to fill up or anything like that. And what happened? I stalled it or something? I had to go around that guy. Yeah, this part's pretty easy going. I honestly could have just pinned it and went through. I got hit in the boys with a rock there. Yeah, like I said, I could have pinned it. Yep. I could have went a little faster, but I just took it easy. I was just hanging out and seeing what it was all about. Plus you have what, 3 or 4 laps that you got to do. So I just kind of paced it out. I didn't know how I was going to feel, how tired I was going to get. And then you get other people behind you, like from the vet classes, catching up to you and passing you. People in the buddy classes, some of those guys can be like B level, A level in the buddy group. So it's like one person races, then the next person jumps on the bike and goes. Now this part was really cool. They call this the pine tree section. It's all super, like really single track type stuff, super tight. And this was brand new to me. A lot of people stuck down in here. I was trying to figure out how to get past them a couple times. See this guy going up this hill. Someone's getting mad, so they're revving their bike. Just complete chaos. But I made it through. Lots of roots sticking up. Trees hitting your handlebars. Looks like I almost got stuck for a second. I ended up getting past this kid. My tire was probably rubbing on his wheel a little bit. As you can see, I'm getting through it though. I mean, it's just this one big rut going through all these pine trees with like roots sticking up, and it's bumpy. Mind you, I don't have like wood suspension. I have my bike set up for motocross, so it was really stiff. And somebody told me I'd be fine because it was so muddy that day. I'd be fine with the motocross setup, but I definitely felt like every rock, root, everything just bumping me around because my suspension was so stiff. Slipping and sliding. I'm making it through it though. Someone's behind me, so they're revving at me, of course. It's that pine tree section. Yeah, I could have gone a little faster in some of these wide open sections, but like I said, just taking it easy. And at this point, I'm actually in front of a lot of the C-class guys. Somehow, I thought I'd do a lot worse, but I'm actually in front. Yeah, these woods races just beat up your bike. It's fun though. Couple of different ways to go there. That's the cool thing about doing these wood races. There's always a couple different paths to go, and they usually tape stuff off. Like on that tree you saw right there, it was taped off, and then they'll have the arrows and stuff, so you know where to go. You already see the trail, but you'll see like spectators and stuff out on the trails, and they'll tell you which way to go. At one point, we might even see it on here, there was a kid standing next to his dad, and he was pointing which way to go, which was cool. Kind of just lugging it through. That's what a lot of guys do on the two strokes, just lug it through. Unless you're on like a 125 or an 85, those kids like scream past you. I'm pretty sure I got passed up a few times. I think I got tired or crashed or something. A lot of people just chill on the trail. Some guys just do it for fun. They just chill. They wait for their buddy, or they hang out, or whatever it is. A lot of guys just go up and have fun. If you're a casual rider, this might be a better option for you. If you want to be a little bit more competitive, doing something like this might be better than doing like a motocross race, you know. Oh, I hated this section. There's this weird old gas line going through the woods, this pipe. Looks like I went around it. I think we're gonna run into it again. I didn't know where to go because the pipe was just in the middle of the way. Gone for now. I think it shows up again now, you'll see. There's a pipe going through the woods, and you had to pick what side of the pipe to go on. If you went over the pipe, your back would just slip. There it is, there's that pipe. See? Slipped and almost ran into a tree. Twice. At this point, I think I'm getting tired. You can tell I was frustrated by that. Well, you just jump on and you keep going. So I probably fell 4 or 5 times during this whole thing. Oh, somebody's coming up on me. I'm trying to get out of the way. Oh geez, they're really revving. We'll have to go. That might have been a pro, I don't know. Oh! What the fuck? Laid it down. Yeah, bike gets heavy too. It's covered in mud. I think probably weighed 300 pounds. And I've been using that mudslinger stuff too. I don't know if you guys try that. I think AMSOIL makes it. Smells good. It's supposed to keep the mud off. I don't know how well it worked in this race. But yeah, sometimes because pros will race these events as well, sometimes they go out first, so they'll come around, they'll overlap you a couple times. That's how fast they are. Each lap I think took me about 45 minutes. 45 or 50 minutes. The pros are running it in like 30 minutes or less. Just crazy. It's nice when it opens up. Or when you get a nice solid rut that works out for you, that's nice too. to open up a little bit once you get further out. There's a lot less guys. You'll see I'll catch up to some guys will catch up to me. I think during this day there was 460 riders total, and that's all big bikes, because they'll do the youth classes, the younger kids, like the 85 cc's and stuff. They'll be in the morning, and then by the time we get up there, it's already noon. So noon or 1, I think, is when our bikes started. It's all big bikes, 125s and up. I think that guy kind of just let me pass him. But it's weird, on a motocross track, you kind of see the same thing over and over again, so you can choose your lines, the side of the jump you're going to hit, where you're going to go next, and you memorize it, and you get confident. This is like every corner, something's different. You don't know what you're going to encounter, what you're going to expect, who's going to be there, if it's rocks or logs, or if it's muddy, if it's rutted up, if it's really tight. You have no idea, even on the second lap through. You might see some familiar stuff, but you're never truly going to be able to prep for it. You just kind of have to go through that terrain, which is really neat. But in a way, it makes you better, makes you a better rider. Different type of riding than motocross, obviously, but I think it's good, especially if you're a newer rider doing something like this. Being able to ride in multiple types of terrain makes you an all-around, just better skilled rider. It's good for fitness too, because it's much longer. Just letting these guys fly past me. Ooh, getting squirrely. Some guy's getting up on me. I got nowhere to go. Like, he's just revving his engine, telling me to get out of his way. I don't know where he wants me to go. I guess I could have pulled over there, but I don't know any better. I'm a new woods rider. He's yelling at me, revving his engine again. There he goes. I got a little bit better at getting out of people's way on the next lap through, like this guy. See, he said thank you. It's a lot of fun though. here's one of the muddy sections. It looks like a couple little mud bogs here and there. Yeah, I think woods racing is all about fluidity. Just not getting tripped up, just being smooth through the woods. I did a lot of stand-up too, which is also good for fitness. Here's the mud bog. Standing up most of the time. Just being fluid, going in and out, past the trees, good on your corners, taking advantage of the open spots. That's all there is to it. That's about half a lap there, guys, so we'll leave that for part 1. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. It's a lot of fun to watch these videos again. Check in for part number 2. I'm going to be watching the rest of the race. I'll show you guys the rest of the lap. It's a long lap, so I'd love to do it in one video, but like I said, it's about 45-50 minutes just for one lap, but I want to get through all of it with you, and I'll walk you guys through it and show you how it went and show you how many times I actually fell and how to get back up. Thanks for watching. Leave this video a like if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe. I got a lot of other videos like this, mostly motocross related. See you in the next one.